My eyes!
Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey, chapter 246. It is the last day of the week, aka the Buster Cannon workout. I am on my way to the gym right now, very early than I expected to be, but that is because I did everything that I normally do early because I got out of work early. Why did I get out of work early? Because of the main subject matter for today, my eyes. So, main reason why I wanted to talk about this, because this was on the mind, and it was something random, and I can discuss a few things about it, because as you may or may not notice, I don't work out with my glasses, and I'll probably explain why. But there's a few other things about that. But today was an interesting day. Right now, I am actually able to see there. There was a good, 2 to 3 hours in the day today where I just could not see shit, basically. Everything was just kind of a giant blur, and light was annoying, but that was just the process they had to do to dilate my eyes or whatever to check it out, which was annoying, but it is what it is. So that was just something that happened, but this just made me think, this is something I could talk about right now, / interestingly enough, it is a subject matter to talk about because it's in the brain, and besides, I wear glasses. Glasses are something that not everybody wears. They don't have to deal with it or experience anything with it at all. So it's more of a unique thing than anything. So I would like to talk about that, plus what I have, because I do have a couple of, I have one condition, so that sucks. I don't know where the hell this camera is at. But, so I have that, and then just talk about generally going to the eye doctor, that experience, working out in glasses, without glasses, and a few other things like my life before having glasses and then after getting them and all of the stuff that followed along with that and many of the revelations that happened afterwards. Things like that you just kind of don't understand until you actually see it for the first time. But with that bad pun being said, I will see you on the inside. Alright, so started this day off with leg extensions, which were pretty good. But anyways, back to the main subject matter here. My eyes. The main reason why I wanted to talk about this was because I don't go to the optometrist very often. I can actually tell you exactly when I went the last time before this, which was February 2020, as a memorable thing because it was February 2020. So that was very fun. But anyways, it is interesting to know, after 5 years of not seeing the doctor and doing, I would say, nothing really relative to eye training or anything like that. And yes, you can actually train your eye, which is something I've learned. It's about like the focal point or whatever, like a focal point training or whatever. It is a thing. I haven't done it yet. I've seen it, people do it, but it isn't something I've tried. But apparently it does actually kind of work, and it does help, as well as having the sun hit your eye is better for you. Not looking directly in the sun, of course, but just having like the sun get into your eye is actually a good thing in theory. No, obviously not looking directly at the sun, but just having like sunlight hit your eye. But anyways, those things are good. I haven't done those, but it's good to know that my vision is exactly the same, so that's kind of nice. It's a good thing to see, without a doubt. It's literally the same. After 5 years, you would think that it would probably go down a little, but not for me, and I'm very happy about that. Very relieving, to say the least. I don't like to wear my glasses when I work out. The main reason why is because I hate the feeling of them being on my head while I'm working out. Like, I hate that feeling of that wet area that my glasses become, one. And two, I don't like the idea of them slipping, and I don't like the idea of them being in the way. I don't have the best, I guess, sense of body sometimes, so that will interfere with a lot of stuff. But mostly getting used to having glasses was the longest thing ever, because I basically had to learn where they were. So a lot of years, hell, even still to this day, occasionally I'll hit the side of my head against something because my glasses get hit in the side. So it's just the spatial awareness isn't always there, which sucks, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I do have to deal with an astigmatism. That's the big thing I have to deal with, which sucks because I didn't know I had one until I got glasses, which was amazing because I don't know how I drove at night. it made total sense when I was like, oh, so it doesn't look like it's raining all the time at night. That's very interesting. I did not know this. This was amazing to me when I first got glasses. I was like, wow, I can actually see in the dark now. It's not just a giant blur. So that was a very nice thing to discover once you actually get glasses. And I'm going to say this later again, but just go get your eyes checked out, even if you haven't or don't have any, like, care to at least get it checked out once so you can find out if you're good or not, just to like, all right, whatever. I don't think it's one of those things that you need to go every year or anything like that, but a checkup every once in a while definitely wouldn't hurt, especially with your eyes. On this day, I had to dilate my pupils, which sucked, and I was basically blind for like 2 hours, and those 2 hours were just shitty. Couldn't read, couldn't do anything, barely could drive. I was fucked, and I'm like, my God, I can't imagine this getting worse. Like, people really do take their vision for granted, and I don't mean that lightly, for real. Like, people go blind for random reasons, so I'm very thankful I can actually see. This shit is no joke. And it's like, you forget about it, or if you've never had that experience, go check it out. It's not fun. It's really not. And then light hurts, and you're like, ah, fuck. It's just a interesting thing to happen. I will say this, I'm not a fan of contacts, not because I don't like them. I like the idea of them. They are fine for me, but I know for a fact I can't touch my eye like fully, so I cannot wear them. I have very small eyelids or holes, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but they're very small, and because of that, it's very hard for me to keep them open in order to get the contact in. So thus, that's why I don't wear contacts. Not that I would be opposed to them. I literally cannot do it. It's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. I will say this, even though it would be a little ridiculous, I would not mind wearing like sports goggles. That would be actually pretty sick, honestly. That I wouldn't mind trying out one day.
Anybody lose their glasses? Last chance.
Woohoo!
The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side.
That's a right triangle, you idiot! Go!
And we're back! Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed. None! Exercises skipped. We also done. Got everything in, thankfully. I'm very tired right now and on my way home. Going to actually have time to edit, which is nice. But anyways, back to the main subject matter for today. My eyes, or just eyes in general. Kind of a random one, but was really on the brain, mostly because I couldn't see. And it's very interesting to live life and then all of a sudden have your vision taken away from you for like a few hours, because you're like, fuck me. It does make doing normal things extra hard. Even cooking, like earlier, I was trying to read some instructions and then I was like, oh fuck, I can't read this. So I had to like take off my glasses, which was amazing that I had to take them off and squint, and that helped a lot. But still, these are the types of things that you're like, fuck me, dude, taking this for granted all of a sudden, because I can, see perfectly clear with my glasses on, but with them off, I can still somewhat see. Obviously, my vision isn't the best, but it's not the worst humanly possible. Shout out Shams for your vision. I love you, buddy. If you ever watch this, my God, he's probably him and my brother are the two people with the worst vision I know. They're tied, I'm pretty sure, because wow. But anyways, those guys I feel bad for if they don't have their glasses. Genuinely, like, eesh. But still, I'm very happy to be able to see. The fact that my vision hasn't really changed in the last 5 years is kind of astonishing, but also good, I guess. I mean, I'm not really complaining. It's just more of a like, interesting. Okay. So I'm very happy about that. This isn't a real like PSA, but check your eyesight every once in a while. At least make sure that it's all right, just in case. You never know. But yet it's not the end all be all of certain things like teeth, which will be its own episode, but that's a whole other story and a whole other thing, really, because dentists can be a hit or miss with some people. Some people fucking hate dentists, so we'll talk about that. That's a whole other subject. But most eye doctors I've been to, relatively decent people, and they're just ready to go. So overall, though, Just a random subject. I always wanted to talk about it just because I don't wear contacts while I'm working out. You know, that's just something I've always wanted to talk about. And also, I don't wear these glasses when I'm working out. So that was something that went along with this entire idea. So I decided, why not? Let's just do it today. And who knows, the next time I'm going to go to the eye doctor really for like just a regular ass checkup. So maybe in a few years, who knows. But still, that I think by then I don't think I will talk about this and I could just get this off the checklist. Eventually it was going to get on there. So, but anyways, with that being said, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this one. This one is more of a random one, but actually it's just straight up random. There's nothing to it. Please tell me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Keep it heavy. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!